Hey, what's up, everyone? I recently did a video introducing the Taxonomy Icon Manager add-on for MyListing. In this video, I'm excited to announce that it has been renamed because it has another feature that you're going to absolutely love. So the new name for this, if you go to the MyListing Club website, that's mylisting.club, scroll down the homepage, look for the add-ons. It is now called the Enhanced MyListing Icons add-on. This is going to allow you to take the MyListing icon experience to another level with new icons. This is an exciting new feature. I can't wait to show you. And the ability to manage taxonomy icons without clicking into each one. So that last feature that I just read off was the previous version of this. That's what it did, which was a huge time savings. The ability to see the icons assigned to the taxonomies without clicking into them is massive. That's one of the most requested things I've had working in and around the MyListing theme for so many years. People have wanted that for so long. One of the next things they wanted was new icons. People have been just dying for new icons. Okay, so now we've got some. All right, so let me show you what we're talking about here. Before we do that, when I previously announced this, the previous version of this add-on, when it was the Taxonomy Icon Manager, I introduced a sale, 50% off sale for 7 days. So I've now reset that sale for another 7 days. It's so you can get this plugin for $5 right now. It's just practically free. And don't think that you have to hold off until more features come. If you buy it now, you're going to get those features. Okay, I'll make sure you get those features. So just wanted to say that. So for 7 days, you can get this for just $5, and the price may go up. I may increase the price. It may go beyond $10 once the sale ends. I'm not really sure, but I have other big plans that we'll get into later. But moral of the story is, don't wait to get this. These two features right now. I mean, it's like I said, $5 should charge a lot more for this. But let's go ahead and see what this thing does. All right, so let's look at the previous, I say the only feature, but it was such a big feature. Let's look at that one first to remind everybody if they didn't see that previous video. So if you go into listings and let's say categories, which is a taxonomy, we now have this column, this icon column. We did not have this before. What you had to do before was you had to click into the actual taxonomy, then see if it had an icon like that. Okay. It's a huge time waster to have to do that. But now you can see all of the icons that are assigned. If you ever need to change one, you don't have to click into the taxonomy. Just click on the icon here and you get the typical picker for my listing. You can use an icon, you can use an image, whatever it may be. And I give you a convenient link right here. If you decide, oh, I would like to go and edit this taxonomy fully, you can go ahead and click on this link here and it gets you into the actual taxonomy. Okay, so that feature alone is worth well worth the price of admission. But now this is really, really cool. If you go under theme tools in shortcodes, for example, and we go to icon, before when you click on an icon, you had 3 options. You had material icons, you had font awesome, and then you had the theme icons. Now look what happens when you click on filter by icon pack. We have huge icons. Huge icons is arguably the most popular icon repositories, if you will, today. You know, Font Awesome is highly popular too. But Huge Icons is one of the most popular, if not the most popular going on today. And they have a free for commercial use version. They call them the stroke icons. So that is what is incorporated into this plugin. Completely free to use and for personal or commercial use on as many websites as you want. So now when we click huge icons, we have all of these modern icons that you can use. And let me go take you over to the huge icon site if you're not familiar. If we go click on the icons in the navigation area and we click on stroke free, these are the ones that are included with the plugin. And you can see there are 5,128 new plugins, new icons that we can choose from. Okay, to make your MyListing site more modern, and those are all right here. Okay, so let's do a search. Let's do calendar. You see, it works just like just like the other My Listing icon packs. So for years, I don't know, it could be possibly since the beginning of the My Listing theme, 8 or so, 7, 8, 9 years ago, whenever this thing came out. I think we've had the same icon pack since day one. I might be wrong about that, but it's been at least 5 or 6 years since there's been any new icons added to this theme. Now we have them. All right. Okay, so that's how you can add them to the shortcodes. But if, let's say, you want to add one to your menu item, so you can come right over here. You can pick, let's just pick this one. Once you pick it, you're going to get the exact icon name right here. Okay, so you might be thinking, well, can I add this in other places? Yes. So if we go over to, say, appearance and menus, and we scroll down, we can see that I've added this to a menu item. And this is how you call this up. This will all be in the notes. And I'll put it in the description of this video too, but this will all be available on the club website. It's very easy. It's just as you did before. You just call the icon class and specify which icon you want. And I'm going to show you how this looks on the front end. Here we see right there. So we have our icon. And then if we go want to see it in a submenu, we see it here. Now, the way that I built this Canvas starter site is there's some CSS assigned to make that icon that size, but all you need to do is adjust that CSS. By default, if you're not using the Canvas theme, then this won't even apply to you. But if you happen to be using the Canvas theme, there's just some CSS where you can adjust the size of this icon. Okay, so that is that. I just wanted to let you, this is what you're going to see by default. This is going to be the default size of the icon right here. I just wanted to explain that you can adjust the size of the icon here. All right, that is it, folks. That is massive. I am super excited. Yeah, as with all of these add-ons, I'm going to be adding them to the MyListing theme, or the Canvas starter sites and the light starter sites. So if you're not familiar, you can see these by going to the MyListing website. That's probably the easiest way. Go up under resources, or right here on the homepage, you can click on starter sites or light starter sites. And then these will get you to the links. Okay. So there's 4 sites to choose from, but I'm going to be adding these over. I'm going to be adding this add-on to all of these sites. It'll be included. But over time, when I refresh the design of these, I'll be using huge icons for those. All right. That is it. Super excited about this one. The bottom line is, guys, we're not waiting for the developers anymore for MyListing. We don't have to anymore. So if there's something that you want to build together, I also did a recent video under services, and we go to MyListing Custom Solutions. If you want to have a one-on-one session where we build something custom together, it's on sale currently for a few more days, 50% off for this too. But even when it's off sale, it's still going to be very inexpensive. If you want to sit down with me over a live video call, we will create something together. Just like I created this icon plugin, we can create something else that's been bothering you that you need created. Like maybe you need a feature, or maybe you need something fixed that's a little bit more custom. We can do that. We can extend MyListing. We can work with just WordPress. If you got an idea for WordPress, if there's something with WooCommerce, with Elementor, it doesn't matter. That's going to fall under that MyListing Custom Solutions service if you want to build something together. But like I said, I'm not waiting anymore for the MyListing developers to come around to helping us with this stuff. I'm just going to start building it and releasing it at a pretty rapid pace, which you're seeing. Anyway, get on that sale. I've extended it for another week, and then there's only a couple more days on the MyListing Custom Solution service before that doubles in price. So get in there and let's build something cool together. See you guys.